For NEET, the questions were really familiar, and I felt that I was doing a Marrow GT in an unfamiliar location. I'm from the 2015 batch of Government Medical College, Thrissur. I subscribed for Marrow in April 2021, and it was my only source of preparation.
ഞാൻ പലപ്പോഴും മോനെ ഇങ്ങനെ ഇത്ര നേരം ഇരുന്ന് പഠിക്കണ്ട എന്ന് ഡിസ്കറേജ് ചെയ്താലും ജോസഫ് സമ്മതിക്കാറില്ല. അവൻ ഭയങ്കര ഹാർഡ് വർക്കിംഗ് ആയിരുന്നു.
My special thanks to Marrow team also. Your training and you shaped him up and you have trained him very well.
So once every 2 weeks we would be giving a GT and we would discuss it on the same day. We would be video calling each other and we will be discussing every question. If one of us were not familiar with a particular topic, the another one of us would be knowing that topic. Most of the time it would be Joseph. He will be educating us throughout the entire thing. I would say Marrow was definitely more than enough. Not only for completing your PG exams, it would definitely give an extra edge over everyone else. Not only in giving exams, but also you can use most of the knowledge you get through Marrow in your day-to-day life.
I was feeling down after coming back from the exam because I felt that I made a lot of silly mistakes, and I felt that it will really affect my rank. And that's when I attended a webinar by Marrow that was conducted by Rohan sir, Ranjan sir and Sakshi ma'am. And they really motivated me to pick up from where I left off and focus on the upcoming exam. Whenever I felt stressed out, I used to go to my mother, and she used to comfort me, saying that whatever be the result, it's not a big deal because it's just an exam. You can always try again. This is your victory too. Hi, I'm Joseph Johnson. I got ranked 19 in INICET May 2022. I am a Marrow Plan C user, and Marrow was my primary source of preparation. Before attempting my first NEET, I had learned 5 subjects and revised only those 5 subjects for that NEET, and my rank for that NEET was 17,000. So even though I was not really confident about buying notes, I still did that, but that really changed my game plan, and I could complete a lot of videos in very few days, and I could actually complete the rest of the 14 subjects in 3 months with the help of those notes. And because of the notes, I could watch most of the videos in 2x, and that really saved a lot of time, and I used that time for doing MCQs. So along with the videos, I did the question bank simultaneously. Initially, I didn't read the explanations because I didn't know that it was important. I thought that they were writing the same things that were mentioned in the video. But after giving my first NEET, it's when I came to know that there were a whole lot of other informations that were given in the explanations. So after giving my NEET in September, I started reading the explanations for each question, and I didn't miss any of it, even if I knew the answer. And in this fashion, I had completed the videos and question banks by the end of November, and started my revisions. Before starting revision, I wanted to evaluate where I was standing. I wanted to evaluate with a GT, and I gave a GT, and my rank in the first GT was 100 and something. After which I started my revision. My first revision, I was really intimidated by the amount of things I had to revise. Giving the first GT and seeing the rank, that really boosted my confidence. And after which I started with reading all my notes along with doing the entire question bank again. The feature of bookmark, how I used it was, I bookmarked whatever I felt was volatile for me, and whatever was missing from the videos, and whatever was something conceptual that was necessary for the exam. And there was another feature with a yellow question mark, which I used for questions that I felt were confusing or needed a review. If I wanted to ask someone about it, those were the questions I used a yellow question mark. My first revision took 2 months from December to the end of January, and during this time I was giving GTs every 2 weeks, And initially, after giving the GTs, my ranks had dropped a bit, and I felt a bit discouraged. But I didn't stop doing GTs. And initially I was also reluctant to do the entire GT review, because it was I had to go through all the 200 questions again, and I was not patient enough at first. And it is while doing the GT that I understood that there are certain important topics from each subject, and I noted those down in a small notebook. So for my second revision, I felt that I had to rush through all the subjects, because I felt that I didn't have much time. Initially, the NEET was in March, so I was preparing for the NEET in March. And initially, I only did custom modules in my second revision, because I felt there was no time for doing anything more than that. But that's when they postponed the NEET to May. And after which I changed my strategy and started doing the entire question bank again. And this time around I focused on question bank of my weak subjects. With the help of my GT analytics, I found my weak subjects and focused only on those subjects. I did my GT review with my friends Bhavith and Austin.
Hi, my name is Bhavith. I'm a classmate and roommate of Joseph Johnson. So in our group, like Joseph, he was a singer. He was undisputed for 3 straight years for Western solo.
How can it be? No magic can happen to me. And then I saw you, I couldn't believe it. You took my heart, I couldn't retrieve it. Said to myself, what's it all about? Now I know there can be no doubt. You can do magic. You can have anything that you desire. And on the day of NEET exam, there was zero stress, and I just went and wrote the exam. The NEET exam I felt that it was really easy, and it was somewhat like a Marrow GT itself. And for NEET, the questions were really familiar, and I felt that I was doing a Marrow GT in an unfamiliar location, and I could do it pretty well. I felt that I could do it pretty well, and after coming out from that exam, the feeling that I had was totally different from what I had after giving INICET exam. My favorite faculty at Marrow was Rakesh sir, and that was because medicine was one of my weak subjects, and he made it really interesting with his way of teaching, which focused on concepts rather than just mugging up the facts. And that really had me hooked to the subject. My favorite feature on the Marrow app was the custom module, because I could focus on my weak subjects with the help of the custom modules, and I could select and subtopics within a subject, and that was really helpful for me. And I used to do custom modules on most of the nights for my weaker subjects. My advice for my juniors who are currently doing their MBBS from different colleges is to never miss your clinical postings, and listen and read all standard books as much as possible. I know that it will be hard to read standard books all the time in each and every subject, but try to read the standard books most of the time, and use other books as a secondary source. It's okay if you're going for any other coaching centers along with your second year or third year. That should never be at the expense of your basic clinical postings and completing your clinical subjects, and also non-clinical subjects. For those of you who are starting your preparation for the next NEET exam or INICET, what I would like to say is that I had only started my preparation after completing my internship. and still could finish all the videos, notes and question bank within 6 or 7 months. And it's totally possible. You might feel intimidated at first, but it's completely possible. So never think that there is a shortage of time. You can always complete it if you have the willpower to complete it. It's common to feel anxious and stressed out while preparing because you have a lot to study, and I used to feel stressed too, and I used to work out to relieve my stress. I am really grateful to my family and friends for all the support, mental, emotional and academic support they had given me during my journey.
ആദ്യ കാലങ്ങളിൽ ജോസഫ് അങ്ങനെ ഒരു ബ്രൈറ്റ് സ്റ്റുഡൻ്റ് ഒന്നും ആയിരുന്നില്ല.
We were carrying him up to 3rd standard, grade 3. After that, he was taking all it alone. Consistently, he was growing. Every step he was climbing up.
അവൻ എൻട്രൻസിന് വേണ്ടി ഹാർഡ് വർക്ക് ചെയ്യുന്നത് കാണുമ്പോൾ എനിക്ക് പലപ്പോഴും സങ്കടം വരും. 2 മണി 2:30 വരെ ഞാനൊരു ഉറക്കം കഴിഞ്ഞ് എണീറ്റ് വരുമ്പോൾ ഇവൻ്റെ മുറിയിൽ ലൈറ്റ് ഉണ്ടാവും. അപ്പോൾ ഞാൻ പറയും, മതി ഉണ്ണി, പഠിച്ചത് മതി, ഇനി പോയി കെടുക്ക്. പക്ഷെ അവനൊരു ലക്ഷ്യബോധം ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു എന്നും.
And I will say thanks to Government Medical College Thrissur, his contact and his exposure to the world totally changed. And so I must say it is almost 360 degree he has changed during his MBBS studies. Thank God he got good friends.
ഞാൻ വളർത്തിയെടുത്ത എൻ്റെ മകൻ മോശമായില്ല എന്നുള്ള അഭിമാനമുള്ള ഒരു അമ്മയായിട്ടാണ് ഞാനിപ്പോൾ ഇവിടെ ഇരിക്കുന്നത്.
Whenever I felt stressed out, I used to go to my mother, and she used to comfort me, saying that whatever be the result, it's not a big deal because it's just an exam. You can always try again. And whenever I felt stressed out, I used to call my friends, and they also supported me and motivated me to never stop studying. And so I'm really grateful to them for keeping me in the right path all through my journey. I have to say a special thanks to my friends Bhavith, Ashwin, Austin and Amal for studying with me and discussing the important questions and motivating me to do better. This is your victory too.